What's going on, everybody? This is Jan Sports, aka Jan716, back here again with another video. And today, I am here to talk about the Buffalo Bills, arguably their most important victory of the season, as far as making a statement that they can beat the toughest teams in this league. They defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers. They beat them. They finally got the job done against the top opponent, according to everybody else. We beat the we beat the Seahawks. We beat the Rams. But everyone kept saying, nope, you haven't been a Kansas City. You haven't been a Tennessee. You haven't been a New Orleans. Well, we went up against the best team record-wise in the league, and the Buffalo Bills were able to get the job done at home, 26 to 15. We were able to finally get the job done, ladies and gentlemen. Finally able to get the job done, and I could not be more proud of our guys today. We did not play our best game offensively. I expected that. The Buffalo Bills, this offense cannot play well in cold weather. They just can't. I don't know why. That is the issue, but this is a passing team, and we cannot pass the ball well in cold weather. I knew that this was going to happen at this point. We've just had too much evidence to kind of point out that this Bills passing attack does not play well. But what we have learned today, ladies and gentlemen, is that the defense can step in and that they can play like the old Bills defense like it was last year, because that's what they look like. They look like last year's defense. At least in the first three quarters, was just constant pressure on Ben Roethlisberger. There was a stint where the Steelers actually had it going for a little bit, and you saw Ben Roethlisberger was able to get a successful drive, was able to get a touchdown. But besides that drive, the Buffalo Bills, for the most part, all game, was able to put a lot of pressure on Ben Roethlisberger. We stopped the run, even with James Conner back in the lineup. The Bills' defense allowed less than 70 yards rushing in this football game. Couldn't be more proud of our rush defense. We had Matt Milano back there having a sack. We was able to get a lot of our playmakers on up front. Vernon Butler easily had his best game of the year. Vernon Butler was dominant out there today. Couldn't be more proud of him and the guys on the defensive line today. Teron Johnson, I know he got hurt, but he made a very, very crucial pick six after our horrible first quarter offensively in the first half, man. We could not execute at all offensively in the first quarter, and that pick six after the Steelers were up 7-3 was a very, very, very important play that he was able to make on the ball. I thought Tre'Davious White had a pretty good game for the most part. I know that there were some times where he got beat, especially by Deontay Johnson, who had a rough first half. But overall wise, I thought Tre'Davious White was able to play pretty well for the most part. I thought Jordan Poyer had a really good game. Again, I thought our linebackers today were extremely good against the run, against the pass. We were able to, again, provide a lot of pressure. Leslie Frazier had an excellent game plan of how to go against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I said it before, and I'll say it again. The Washington football team set the blueprints. You could say the Dallas Cowboys did it, but I thought that the Washington football team set the blueprint of how to beat this Steelers offense, how to completely just demoralize them. And I feel like the Buffalo Bills definitely followed up on the Washington football team's defensive performance, and we were able to once again have a phenomenal game. Again, Pittsburgh had less than 300 yards of total offense in this football game. Less than 300 yards of total offense. We normally can't even do that. So the fact that, again, we were able to get a little flashback of how we looked last year defensively, it is amazing to see. And even though we scored over 20-something points in this football game, which we haven't done against the Steelers, and I don't know how long, defensively was the reason why we won this game. We won this game because of our defense. So a lot of the credit has to go out there to the defensive guys out there today. Stefon Diggs, ladies and gentlemen, I would say Stefon Diggs had his best game. Josh Allen did not play well today at all. Now, I got to give Josh Allen credit because he had a horrible first half. He had a horrible, horrible first half, and he was able to come back and he was able to play a lot better. Now, a lot of that has to do with the offensive line. The offensive line got demoralized. They got absolutely dominated. The Steelers' defensive front did whatever the hell they wanted to do. Cameron Hayward was unblockable. T.J. Watt was swatting balls. He was getting pressure on the quarterback. They were sending a bunch of exotic blitzes from the nickel, from pretty much everywhere, from the nickel, from the linebacking positions, from the safety positions, just all over the place. They literally sometimes would stack the box, sometimes would play cover zero at times because of how successful that Steelers defense defense was getting to Josh Allen. But you can tell Josh Allen was affected by the pressure, couldn't really handle it, and I felt like it definitely affected his accuracy. But I also will say this, he does not play well in cold weather situations at all. Now, again, I don't know what the reason that is to it, because sometimes at all, Buffalo is protected. There are some games where Josh Allen is protected in these cold weather games, and for some reason, compared to when he's playing in a dome, when in pretty good weather situations, Josh Allen just it's night and day. I mean, you can go back and look at the film. It is night and day compared to how Josh Allen is playing in those dome-like situations or in those really, really good weather conditions. He's playing like an absolute god out there. But, again, he did enough for us to win. He played almost like a game-managing type of role. I definitely feel like the third quarter, which shockingly was our best quarter, easily our best quarter offensively. We were finally able to get it going, get a couple of scoring drives. And yeah, we were able to win the football game just because of how important guys like Stefon Diggs, who I don't know how I got away from Stefon Diggs' point, but yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go right back. Let's get right back into the Stefon Diggs point. He was the player of the game easily. I know Josh Allen, they interviewed him, but Stefon Diggs was the biggest playmaker. He showed up and he carved that Steelers defense all game long, more specifically in the third quarter. I don't know what they were doing. I think they were playing some type of zone, or I don't know. I think they had some cover zero concepts in there. Again, I got to go back and look at the film. Really wasn't really paying much attention because I'm doing my homework and I'm watching the game at the same time. But Stefon Diggs was dominant. 10 receptions, 138 yards, had a touchdown reception, once again showing everybody why he is one of the top 5 best receivers right now in the NFL. Cole Beasley had 41 yards, and he easily could have had a touchdown if Josh Allen would have saw him when we was in the goal line. We went 3 and out, but Cole Beasley didn't have 100 yards. Gabriel Davis had some drops, and there were some missed throws there for Josh Allen when it came to Gabriel Davis. Dawson Knox surprisingly stepped up today. I mean, he once again had a pretty decent game. Even though I still believe that we need to draft another tight end. I would love to have a Kyle Pitts, Brevin Jordan type of receiving type of tight end that I think will absolutely make this offense go around. But Dawson Knox still stepped up at times. But Stefon Diggs was easily our best player on the offensive side of the ball today. Again, him showing up and him providing the leadership, him sparking this offense, it made the offensive line play better. It made the receivers play better. It made Josh Allen play better, most importantly. And it was really, really good to see Stefon Diggs, that alpha mentality, that alpha dog mentality step up in the biggest moment, which was the third quarter, which has been our worst quarter all year round. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Stefon Diggs is my player of the game, easily player of the game. And I know that punk ass motherfuckers like Nick Wright out there is still going to go out there and criticize Josh Allen for not stepping up and playing really, really good when the brightest lights are on him. It is what it is at this point. But at the end of the day, the Buffalo Bills were finally able to get the dub. They are 10-3. Easily could have been 11-2, and we will be fighting for the number 1 spot right now in the AFC if it wasn't for the Hail Murray. So yeah, we're 10-3. The Dolphins lost today, so we are once again in a really big lead. I think we're at about a 2.5 game lead because we got the head-to-head win against the Dolphins. And now with arguably the toughest opponent off of our schedule, we got the Denver Broncos, we got the New England Patriots, and then we have the Miami Dolphins. Which would wrap up our regular season and hopefully will clinch us a divisional round. Again, the Kansas City Chiefs, can they lose a bunch of games? I don't know if they're going to lose 3 straight games in a row, but I don't know. At this point, the Chiefs got the number 1 spot. We'll see, obviously, if the Buffalo Bills can grab the number 2 spot. I mean, we'll see if the Buffalo Bills can grab the number 2 spot. But overall wise, phenomenal game. I couldn't be more proud of Bills Mafia and the way that we performed out there today. I know fans all over the world, Bills fans all over the world, Bills Mafia, you guys should be proud of how we fought. Yeah, I'm just so happy about it. To the Steelers fans out there that are watching this video, you guys fought hard. You guys fought until the end. You guys are a great football team. You guys could still end up with the number 1 seed in the NFL. I'm pretty sure that we'll probably see each other again in the postseason. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share the video, subscribe, especially if you're a part of Bills Mafia and you want to see more Bills content in the future, more NFL weekly content too. I will be posting up more videos of NFL content, so make sure to subscribe. And plus, it just helps me out a lot. So anyway, Jan 76, aka Jan Sports. Have a good night. Peace.